Your clutch pack has arrived. Now here's one of the old clutch discs. Now if you look at it from side on, you can see there's basically no meat on this right hand side, which is the side that engages and disengages. This side's not against, this was on the edge, so that one's got all its material. Now if you look at these ones, let me go to say one of the middle ones, you can see that that's got a lot more material on it than the other ones. So our diagnosis must have been pretty good then. So now I've got to disassemble the first clutch pack and get these steel discs out, and then I'll put it all together. Took some measurements of the old clutch pack and the new clutch pack, and it was about, I think it was roughly just over 2 mil bigger, this one. So that was clearly excessive wear on these clutches. So these ones, I had a 7-pack come, because they only come in 7, they don't come in 6. I only need 6 for this one, so that's all I'm going to use. Clutch is all done. Now we're going to go and install it back on the bike. Rightio. I'm going to take this clutch pack, and it slides in. It goes in there. You got to get these clutches to line up. Now, they can be a bit of a trick to line up. Once they're lined up, they usually go in pretty easy. Sometimes you've got to spin them. Bear with me while I... Right, the clutch pack's back in. Now, from memory, we need to put that nut, where is it? It's on here somewhere, here it is. We're going to put that nut on there, but there is a washer that sits in there, which is this one. Sits on there. And then the domed side of this nut goes on the inside like that. We're going to screw that on. Now you're going to want to put it in gear. I know mine's already in gear. You want to put it in gear and jam something in the sprocket to stop the sprocket from moving, which is why I've grabbed the screwdriver to stop this from turning. And then you're going to get another screwdriver and a hammer, and you're going to knock this nut until it's extremely nice and tight. I haven't got a proper tool. You can get proper tools for this. I don't. I'm just using a screwdriver, which isn't ideal, but it does the job that I need it to do. Okay, with that nut nice and tight, now we can start putting springs on. No specific order. They're all the same. And then this basically goes over that. And then it's a case of refitting all the bolts for it, and then go from there. Right, the case is back on. I'm just doing up some bolts. I had to take the case back off and put the spacer back in. I forgot that there was a spacer designed for the clutch to take the play up from that. Can you see there's no play in there now? So let me do these bolts up, and we'll fill it with some oil, and we'll give it a rip. Right. So the clutch cable's hooked up. I've got both the plug. Well, I've got this side plug in. The other plug I haven't put in yet because that's preventing me from starting it. So until I get the oil in there, I've got to go and get some oil. I'll get some oil, come back, put the oil in. We'll start it up, let it idle, let it run the oil through. Hopefully it's not too loud. I know that this exhaust leaks. It leaked from factory, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. All these other bolts you've got down here in the socket set are cosmetic. They're all for the body and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get some oil, the battery, and then we can start it. Oh my god, what a nightmare that was. It's been half an hour since I recorded that last clip. And in that entire time, I've been stuffing around trying to get the drain bolt back in because I put a little bit of oil in there, and then, it decided it was, my dumbass forgot to put the drain plug back in, and it started pouring out on the floor. So I cleaned that up, spent 20 minutes trying to get the drain bolt in because it's in such a fiddly spot thanks to the Chinese who built it. Everything is in a shit spot, and the drain bolt was no exception. So yeah, I got that, and then I had to find a way of getting oil into it. So I took the dipstick out and had an old funnel for a truck, and I shoved the end of that in there, and then just poured the oil down that because we don't use it for fuel. And yeah, now that's full of oil, I can now do the other stuff like go and get the battery, put the other plug in, get the battery, hook it up, grab the keys, see if it starts. I hope you're as ready as I am. That's not the battery that's going to be staying there. I'm basically going to start it with the battery and then it'll run without it. So, key on. Bit of a pump of the accelerator, put the brake on so it'll... We've got function of the clutch, which is good. It runs! Okay, it is this plug. This plug's been playing up lately. I'll switch it out and we'll go from there. That's better. Both cylinders are running. Let it circulate some oil around. Go check the case for leaks. Nothing so far. Alright, I'm going to take this crap out, and now I'm going to push it out. I'm going to just take it for a couple of laps around the front yard and make sure everything's clear and make sure everything works, the clutch and all that kind of stuff. Alright, I don't know how I'm going to go filming this because I may need to give it some accelerator. Yeah, definitely gonna have to give it some accelerator. Let me put the phone down. Yeehaw! It goes! I'm going to pause up here and turn it off. It works. So, that was the clutch replacement on the Lifan 250 quad bike. I'm going to put all the plastics back on. I'm going to take it for a couple of bog laps and just see how it handles, see how it goes with the new clutch. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Helps this channel out, helps me bring more content like this to you guys. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.